I started with the indigestion again and, you know, not really chest pains, but real bad indigestion. And that was like 2:30 in the afternoon. And then I came back home and my wife was cooking dinner and I said, I don't really want anything. I said, I'm just gonna have a bowl of cereal and I'm gonna go to bed. About 9 o'clock, I went to bed. 7 o'clock the next morning when I woke up, I knew something was wrong. It got worse. When I came downstairs, I got a pain in the right side of my neck. And I told her, I said, let's go. So we went to the hospital in Massena and they got me all ready, and Seaway Valley took me to Plattsburgh. And I think Seaway Valley did a great job. You know, Phil Brown was in there and he monitored everything all the way and told me exactly what to expect if something did go wrong, what was going to happen and how it was going to happen. And then we got to Plattsburgh and we went right into the cath lab. When we got to the cath lab, it was actually within a minute I was being taken care of. If a minute. I mean, they were right there just waiting. And, you know, I think it was a great hospital. I think the care I had, the nurses, the doctors' reports, everything, you know, I was very impressed. Dr. Gauthier is just a down-to-earth guy, and he comes in and he talks to you the way you can understand it. And, you know, he's passionate. He lets you know what's going on and how it's going to be. I think they did a great job. I mean, I would recommend anybody to go there because now my wife has been there with a heart attack, and Dr. Gauthier treated her 5 years ago with medicine, and she's doing great. Well, the first week or so, they told me not to lift anything. I come out here and I cut some of these oak boards up, and I'm building a new kitchen for my house. And I just been, you know, first week or so, I was 3 or 4 hours a day, and now I'm up to 6, 7, 8 hours a day. And, you know, I enjoy this out here in the wintertime, and most of the time in the weekends I'm out here, you know, doing something, building something for somebody. You know, I love to hunt. I go to Texas every year hunting, and you know, I knew something was wrong when I was in Texas because I used to be able to walk, you know, daylight in the morning until dark. I'd go all day and just walk. And this year I was getting tired awful easy. So I just didn't do that much. But when I came home, I knew something was going wrong. I knew, you know, I'd been to the doctor and they were kind of thinking it was my lungs. And I guess I didn't give him information enough to what was going on. So when it happened, he knew. Oh, I'm doing things that, I slowed down the last 2 years. I just I would get tired real easy. And now last year I planted 5 acres of sweet corn, and you know, picking that sweet corn in the morning was quite, how could I say it? I would get over there at 5 o'clock in the morning and pick 100 or 200 dozen in the morning. And I was getting tired where I never did before. You know, I'm 72, but you know, I still go 8, 10 hours a day. You know, this year I want to plant 20 acres of corn, and I'm going to put a large, you know, garden in, and grandkids can have the money for school, you know.
While we're proud of our quality of care, we know it's more about quality of life. The CVPH Heart Center.